mentioned earlier, this evening we celebrate a special event in the history of the Merrimack Valley Chorus. It was 25 years ago that the Merrimack Valley Chorus became a chapter of the Sweet Adelines International. 25 years of harmonizing with and for our friends and family. 25 years of making music together. Gee, I don't even know what 25 years looks like. But seriously, tonight you will hear different styles of music, both from the Merrimack Valley Chorus and from our special guests, the Nonpareils, in large groups and in small. But the style of music isn't what's important here tonight. No, what's important is the joy of the music itself, the feeling we all get when we're swept up by the rhythm. I believe that by the end of this evening, you too will be swept up by the rhythm. Tonight we celebrate 25 years of what we call busting a chord. So what do you say we get this show started? Let's bust a chord tonight.
Singing with MVC has been about a lot more than just making music together.
Although the music is the cornerstone of what we do, it's also about friendship and growing together.
The past 25 years have created many wonderful memories. Trips to Europe, unique approaches to preparing for competition,
Saturday night skits at retreat weekend,
and the many, many moments of laughter through the years.
The memories are so vivid, it seems as though they just happened yesterday. In 1965, John Lennon and Paul McCartney wrote a song about yesterdays.
Believe didn't know you'd see a light show, did you? In 1973, after visiting a men's barbershop chorus and seeing what fun they were having, Carl D'Angio and Linda Vivo said, "Hey, why can't we do that?" And the Merrimack Valley chapter was started. 2 years later, thanks to the dedication and commitment of 52 talented women, with Carl as their director, they charted with Sweet Adelines International, and the rest, well, the rest is history. We have two of our founding members singing with us on the risers this evening. Cindy Berkovitz and Hilda Crescitelli. The rest, along with others over the years, have come and gone for various reasons. Some have moved away. Others have had changes in their personal lives. A few have passed away. But no matter where they are, they will always be a part of Merrimack Valley because the bonds that are created on this stage last a lifetime. No words say it better than the lyrics of our next song.
Old songs, old friends, such good memories from our past. Before there was a television set in every living room, the family gathered around another kind of magical box called a radio. Mom and Dad would be in their easy chairs, the house would be in darkness, The kids would be curled up on the floor with their quilts and pillows, all tuned in to their favorite programs. Kate Smith, Bob Hope, Jack Benny, and stories, marvelous stories. Sometimes the radio had to warm up. Before we got those stories, we would go in a little bit early.
Have gun, will travel.
Richard Boone as Paladin.
Yes, he is, McGee, and you should...
I go out the side door, missus. I say...
Oh, no, not that door.
No, that's the hall side. Don't go...
Tain't funny, McGee. Lamont Cranston.
The Lone Ranger. A fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty hi-yo silver. The Lone Ranger.
Who was that masked man? In the golden age of radio, there was no screen on which to see the pictures. We had to use the sound effects and the music and the voices to create the pictures in our mind's eye. We used our imagination.
And then came along television. Suddenly, your imagination didn't have to be so creative. Good thing for some of us. Now you can see the action.
It's the 1950s, and kids are into bobby socks, leather jackets, and dancing. There wasn't a lot for them to do, but dancing gave them the opportunity to express themselves and let their hair down.
In the Philadelphia area, a show that was drawing attention was a rock and roll show. It featured local dancers who had to audition as on-screen dancers. It was one of the coolest things you could do.
Yay! Of course, we're talking about American Bandstand, a show that went big time and gave us Dick Clark a national icon. Many a Saturday night was spent by kids sitting in front of the tube, waiting for Dick to give us the countdown to the #1 song on the charts. And the excitement really grew when you heard the theme song.
Music they play on the bandstand. to be. I don't know. I thought this was Nashville and the Grand Ole Opry.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
What are you doing here? Can't you see we're putting on a show?
Well, we're here too to put on a show. So why don't you just go on and step back there?
Shay on back there.
Hello, this is our audience and this is our stage.
Shay on back.
We're here to entertain too, girls.
Well, what do you think we've been doing?
Well,
They can't do this.
yes, we can. See ya. Bye. Hey, y'all. I'm Tammy, and these are the Why Nots. And we're so happy to be here this evening and sing a few songs for you. And we'd like to start out with one from our good friend, Billy Ray. Do 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 do. I can tell the world I never was your girl. I can burn your clothes when you're gone. Or I can tell your friends just what a fool you've been and laugh and joke about you on the phone. I can tell my arms go back to the farm. I can tell my feet to hit the floor. Or I can tell my lips to tell my fingertips they won't be reaching out for you no more. But don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, he never really loved me anyway. And if you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, I'll get back at you someday. Do 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 do. Oh, don't tell my heart. Do 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 do. Oh, don't tell my heart. Do 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 do. Don't tell my heart. Do 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 do. You thought I could be had. You treated me so bad. You stole my heart and threw the key away. My friends and I agree, you're not the man for me. So now you know you're gonna have to pay. So you can take a hike, get on your rotten bike, and drive that little sucker off the cliff. 'Cause you stole my heart, my achy breaky heart. It couldn't happen to a nicer stiff. But don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, you never really loved me anyway. And if you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, I'll get back at you someday. Ooh. Do 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 do, my achy breaky heart, my achy breaky heart, my poor heart, my poor heart, don't tell my achy breaky heart. Thank you so much. Silly Sally, why don't y'all come out here and tell these good people here how you became a why not?
Well, I guess I had a falling out with my fella, 'cause I woke up one morning in my trailer and he was gone. I mean, not only was he gone, he took my truck, he took my dog, he even took my favorite red dress. Now, what kind of a cowboy is that anyway? So I was besot, and did you like that word?
I like
Besot?
that.
Ooh,
That's real good.
I was so upset, really. I said, Sally, girl, you gotta make something of yourself. Get yourself a new life. So I got on my bike and I zoom down to Nashville, Tennessee. Now, I'm walking down Music Row where all the wannabes are hanging around, you know, and I heard a rumor that Tammy here was looking for a backup singer. So I said to myself, why not?
Star?
That's
Come on,
me.
Gal, tell us.
That's
your
me.
story.
My name is Star, and I was going to go out and seek my fame and fortune. So I got on the bus with as much money as I had in my pocketbook, and I ended up in, where did I end up in? Nashville, Tennessee. I got out the bus, and I'm looking all around, and I look up and see on this billboard this fine-looking fella, that fine-looking brother, Charlie Pride. I said, well, now if that Charlie Pride can be a famous country western singer, so could I. Why not?
Well, you know, there's all kinds of stories out there, and we'd like to tell you another one about a gal that we know. Delta Dawn, what's that bad dress you got on? Could it be a faded rag from days gone by? And did we hear you say you're getting your hair done today? To see you waste your money makes me cry. She's 41 and nobody calls her baby. She can't even get a yes or no or maybe. So she dyed her hair, went on a diet too. Colored her hair and got an attitude.
Whatever happened to that gal anyway?
Well, she's looking good and everyone calls her baby.
Hi, baby.
She decides if it's yes or no or maybe. When she walks by, they whistle and stomp and hum. She'll be married within the millennium. Delta Dawn, what's those flowers you got on? Did some guy send them to you with his love? And did we hear you say you're gonna marry him someday? There's just one thing that we would like to say. Go on with your bad self. Thank you very much. Red, looks like you're the last one here, gal, to come tell your story.
All right, come on, Red, tell us.
All right, well, I grew up listening to the radio all the time. It was my favorite thing to do, and I would sing along with that all day long, and sometimes all night, too. I especially loved to listen to the opera. It was my favorite, and then I would sing along, you know, like,
Honey, I think they get the idea. I mean, you're hurting my ears.
Some people have no taste. Well, anyway, as I was saying, I would sing all day long, and I begged my parents, please, 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 let me go and learn to be an opera singer. And finally, they said I could leave home, and my whole family came down to say goodbye to me on the bus. And the bus ride was a lot longer than I expected. But anyway, when I got off the bus, there was this sign that said, Grand Old Opry. So I thought, this must be the place. So I went inside, and the music wasn't quite what I expected either. But I said to myself, why not?
Oh, my. Well, you know, we've only been together 5 weeks. And we've been rehearsing like crazy. And then we decided, why don't we go down Music Row and audition? Maybe we could get a contract, you know, a recording contract. Well, We went from door to door, you know, and it was kind of fun and exciting. Then we get down to the very end of Music Row, this itty-bitty store, and this itty-bitty man sitting at his desk. And we said, "We'd like to sing for you." And he said, "Well, honey, you come right in. You bring your friends. I'd love to hear you sing." So we sang for him, and he was so excited. He said, "Girls, this is your lucky day and my lucky day." He said, "I am going to make you famous, and you are going to make me a lot of money." Isn't that right, Tammy?
So what we did is we made one of those records, you know, and it's the top technology that's going on right now, you know. It's called the 45. Yeah.
I mean, we're talking big time.
Yeah. So we'd like to do our favorite song from that recording.
It's the only one.
Well, I know that,
They'd
but
only let us sing one.
it happens to be my favorite, though.
Sometimes it's hard to be a woman, giving all your love to just one man, just one man, 'cause you'll have bad time and he'll have good times, doing things that you don't understand. But if you love him, you'll forgive him, even though he's hard to understand. And if you love him, oh, be proud of him, 'cause after all, he's just a man. Wah, 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 stand by your man. Give him 2 arms to cling to, and something warm to come to. When nights are cold and lonely, stand by your man and tell the world you love him. Keep giving all the love you can. Stand by your man. Wah, wah, wah. Stand by your man. Yep. Go on and stand by your man. Even though you think he may be out there somewhere carousing around. Now, he's going to have good times, and you're going to have bad times. You can bet your sweet Bippy you're going to have bad times when you find out what he's been up to. Would I forgive my man? Well, that would depend on what he was doing. Wouldn't be too bad if he had a snout full and he was sleeping it off in the gutter somewhere. I could forgive him that. But if I found out that he was down at Joe's bar fooling around with that floozy Gertie, I sure wouldn't be doing any forgiving. I don't think so. He wouldn't have any arms to cling with, or a nice warm bed to cuddle up in either. And I sure as heck wouldn't be telling the whole wide world that I love that 2-timing son of a gun. I'm going to stand on my man. Keep giving all the stand on your man, your man. Stand on your man.
Thank you so much, everybody. We really had a good time. But now we got another quartet that we'd like you to hear from, too. And boy, they sing so pretty. And here they are, Classic Moments.
Got a little rhythm that keeps running through my brain, and if it doesn't stop, it's gonna drive me wild insane. I got rhythm, I got music, I got my man who could ask for anything more. I got daisies in green pastures, I got my man who could ask for anything more. Old man trouble, I don't mind him. You won't find him hanging round my door. I got starlight, I got sweet dreams. I got my man who could ask for anything more. Who'd ask for anything more? Crazy rhythm, here's the doorway. I'll go my way, you go your way. Crazy rhythm, from now on we're through. I got rhythm, here's where we have a showdown. I'm too high hat, you're too low down. Crazy rhythm, here's goodbye to you. I got rhythm, fascinating rhythm, you got me on the go. Fascinating rhythm, I'm all a quiver. What a mess you're making, the neighbors want to know why you're always shaking just like a flivver. Each morning I get up with the sun, start hopping, never stopping, to find at night no work has been done. Old man trouble, I don't mind him. You won't find him hanging round my door. I got rhythm, I got music, I got my man who could ask for anything more. Anything more. Fascinating rhythm, I can't stop dancing. Got a loving man and some sweet romancing. Fascinating rhythm, I got rhythm, I got rhythm now.
Thank you. That first song, I Got Rhythm, was performed by Ethel Merman back in 1930 in her very first Broadway show, and nobody here is old enough to remember that, right? I thought so. We'd like to take you back down to 1926. The place is Long Island, and the scene is okay.
Ooh, there's a saying old says that love is blind. Still we're often told, seek and ye shall find. So I'm going to seek a certain lad I've had in mind. Looking everywhere, haven't found him yet. He's a big affair I cannot forget. Only man I ever think of with regret. With regret. Oh, I'd like to add his initial to my monogram. Monogram, tell me, where is the shepherd for this lost lamb? There's a somebody I'm longing to see. I hope that he turns out to be someone who watched over me. I'm a little lamb who's lost in the wood. I know I could always be good to one who watched over me. Although he may not be the man some girls think of as handsome, to my heart he carries the key. The key. Won't you tell him please to put on some speed? Follow my lead. Oh, how I need someone to watch over me. Over me. Someone to watch over me.
Thank you very much. There's nothing I like better on a cold winter night than to curl up with a warm blanket, a huge bowl of popcorn, a great big box of tissues, and put on the old movies on television. The romance, the music, the scenes, the sparks that fly.
Well, I never cared much for moonlit skies. I never winked back at fireflies. But now that the stars are in your eyes, I'm beginning to see the light. I never went in for afterglow or candlelight on the mistletoe. But now as you turn the lights down low, I'm beginning to see the light. Used to ramble through the park, shadowboxing in the dark. Then you came and caused a spark. That's a 4-alarm fire now. Well, I never made love by lantern shine. I never saw rainbows in my wine. But now that your lips are burning mine, I'm beginning to see the light. Used to ramble through the park, shadowboxing in the dark. Then you came and caused a spark. That's a 4-alarm fire now. Never made love by lantern shine. Never saw rainbows in my wine. Now that your lips are burning mine, I'm beginning to see the light. I'm beginning to see the light. See the light. See the light.
Many of you probably know that that song was written by Stevie Wonder as a tribute to the big band leaders of the 30s and 40s. Stevie Wonder himself was no slouch. He started out as a musical prodigy in the 1960s and became a household name in the 1970s. This was a time of turmoil both overseas and here at home. Musically, we saw the evolution of a new sound, the Motown sound. Motown was a reflection of the civil rights movement here in this country, where many African American performers were able to get their start because of Motown. Stevie Wonder, The Temptations, Diana Ross, the Jackson 5.
You know, music has always been a reflection of the times, and at no time was this more evident than in the 60s and 70s, when musicians took the opportunity to use their lyrics to express their opinions about the social conflicts. You had Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, Joan Baez, Bob Dylan. Sometimes what they had to say was shocking, but nothing was more shocking to people than when Andrew Lloyd Webber and Tim Rice took the life of Jesus Christ and put it to music in the rock opera Jesus Christ Superstar. That collection of music thrust Andrew Lloyd Webber into the public conscience. Since that point, he went on to produce a number of theatrical blockbusters, including Evita and the favorite of many, Phantom of the Opera.
Darkness stirs and wakes imagination. 70s, music has always served as a measure of the pulse of our times. The 80s gave us the X generation and grunge music. The 50s saw rebellion from white bread America and the onset of rock and roll. The 40s were overshadowed by war and recovery from war. It was World War II, the war where we learned that the only thing to fear was fear itself. Music of that era was dedicated to raising people's spirits. It was dedicated to getting people in the mood for better times.
Jumping with my boys, sitting right here in the city, don't you know that it was grand? Then you came along, boy, sang another song, boy. Mister, what you callin', what you doing tonight? Hope you're in the mood because I'm feeling just right. How's about a corner with a table for two? With the music mellow and some gay rendezvous. There's a chance of dancing with a blue attitude. You got to do some dancing to get in the mood. Sister, what you callin', I'm indebted to you. It goes to show what good influence can do. Never felt so happy and so fully alive. Seems to jam and jumping is a powerful jive. Swinging room's giving me a new attitude. My heart is full of rhythm and I'm in the mood. In the mood. That's what he told me. In the mood. And then he told me. In the mood. My heart was skipping. It didn't take me long to say I'm in the mood now. In the mood. We're all kissing. In the mood. It's crazy loving. In the mood. What was I missing? It didn't take me long to say I'm in the mood now. Oh, ba-do-ba-do-ba-ba-do-ba-da. Ba-do-ba-do-ba-do-ba-da. Mister, what you callin', what you doing tonight? Hope you're in the mood because I'm feeling just right. How's about a corner with a table for two? And the music mellow and some gay rendezvous. There's a chance of dancing with a blue attitude. You got to do some dancing to get in the mood. Sister, what you callin', I'm indebted to you. It goes to show what good influence can do. Never felt so happy and so fully alive. Seems to jam and jumping is a powerful jive. Swinging room's giving me a new attitude. My heart is full of rhythm and I'm in the mood. In the mood. That's what he told me. In the mood. And when he told me in the mood, my heart was skipping. It didn't take me long to say I'm in the mood. My heart was skipping. My brain flip. I said, come on. We're really jumping to get in the mood. We're all kissing in the mood. It's crazy loving in the mood. What was I missing? We're really jumping at the bit, boy. In the mood. That's what he told me. In the mood. And when he told me in the mood, my heart was skipping. It didn't take me long to say I'm in the mood. My heart was skipping. My brain flip. I said, come on. We're really jumping to get in the mood. We're all kissing in the mood. It's crazy loving in the mood. What was I missing? We're really jumping at the bit,
Hello, and welcome back to the second half of our show. I hope that you've enjoyed yourself up to this point. And now we would like to bring out our special guests. The Nonpareils are widely recognized as one of barbershop world's outstanding comedy quartets. Known for their unique style of musical comedy, the Nonpareils have performed throughout this country as well as overseas, performing in Europe and most recently in Ireland. In fact, two of the women sang with the Merrimack Valley Chorus years ago, but with their busy schedule, it's been some time since we've seen them. And one can only wonder how much they've changed over the years. And ladies and gentlemen, the Nonpareils.
Here we are, the nonpareils, Irene, Maureen, and Elizabeth, all dressed up and looking elegant. Don't you think we're really swell again? What a knack there is to that, acting like a born aristocrat. We got elegance. If you ain't got elegance, you can never, never carry it off. La 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 la. How do you do? How do? All who are well-bred agree Mary T. has pedigree. Exercise your wildest whims tonight. We are out with diamond gems tonight. Could they be misleading us? Silver spoons were used for feeding us. We got elegance. If you ain't got elegance, you can never, never carry it off. La 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 la. How do you do? How do? Don't you like that pie? Stinks. Middle class, don't speak of it, savoir-faire. We reek of it. Some were born with rags and patches, but we use dollar bills for matches and Vanderbilt. Kowtows to us, J.P. Morgan scrapes and bows to us. We got elegance, with elegance.
Have you noticed how I hold my cup? The saucer never moves. And the way I hold my pinky up, indubitably peruse.
That we got elegance, we've got built-in elegance, and with elegance, we'll carry it off.
You know, Elizabeth, when we were at the train station today, I saw a fella there, and he gave me the little, you know, like a wink. And
He's always trying to pick up guys.
No, he liked me. He
No,
was,
he didn't.
He was smitten. Is what he was. Yes.
No, well.
I don't believe it for a minute.
Yes, he was.
He wasn't smitten with you.
What?
He was smitten with me.
Why do you say that?
Because he needed to add a little color to his life.
Well, maybe so, but he said that he was going to come to the show tonight, and that he wanted to sit with me at the afterglow.
Yeah,
and,
you're
and
likely to.
Oh my gosh, I think he's here. I think he's here.
Wow.
Hi.
Hi.
Remember me, sweetie?
Oh, goodness. Oh, this one's in trouble now.
I'm so happy he showed up.
Oh,
he was nice. He is nice.
Yeah. Yeah, he's breathing heavy already.
Disgusting. Sit down.
All right, well. Oh.
Look at him.
That's close enough.
Dot ba da,
dot ba da ba da ba da
da, dot ba da, dot dot da 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 ba da. A little old lady in tennis shoes sneaked into town one day. She was hoping that she would find somebody new, eager to play. A dirty old man with a roving eye, shuffling down the street. Saw her sitting on a bus stop bench and decided to give her a wonderful treat.
He sat down and then he turned around.
And then he hollered, look what I found. Baby, make a little space for me. I want to grow old disgracefully. Maybe you're wondering just like me if it's the master plan. Can a little old lady in tennis shoes find love with a dirty old man? Oh man.
Da ba da.
Da ba da ba da ba da 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 ba da 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 da. A little old lady in tennis shoes, a dirty old man who's really bad news. Will they make it to the honeymoon cruise, or will she wind up singing the blues? Maybe you're wondering just like me if it's the master plan. Can a little old lady in tennis shoes, a little old lady with conservative views, a little old lady with nothing to lose, find love with a dirty old man? Ba-da, da, ba-da, da, 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 da.
You are disgusting. Oh, what is she?
What are you doing now?
I'm dancing. I'm
Yeah.
fantasizing.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Not again.
Well, I like to daydream.
Yeah.
We all have daydreams, don't we? Yeah. You want to hear my dream?
No, not really.
Do you want to hear my dream? Well, I'm dreaming of a fella that I'd like to meet someday. I want him to be like about 5'3". Well, I'm short, you know. I don't want to look at tie tacks all my life. Anyway, I want someone who's about 5'3", or who wears that wonderful aftershave lotion. I just love that. It turns me on, let me tell you.
Not a pretty sight.
And I want someone who enjoys dancing like I do. But most of all, I want someone who likes to dip, because I really love to dip.
That's because you're such a dip, you old bag.
Oh, she is so mean. She's my best friend.
Well, you know, I have to admit, I do daydreaming.
Well, I'm dreaming of a man who loves animals like I do.
That one's dead.
This is lucky, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know, one of those guys, he's called a vegetarian.
I think she means veterinarian.
Well, if you want to meet a veterinarian, I know one, and his name is Dr. Sniff. And that's the truth, that's his name, Dr. Sniff. And he has a big business, because he not only takes care of the animals, but if things don't go right, you know, he stuffs them. You know, he's one of those taxi people.
You mean a taxidermist?
Yeah, yes. But he makes a lot of money, because we're talking like 2 jobs, two-fits, you know what I mean? And he's got to be very kind, because when you're in the waiting room, there's a lovely needlepoint thing hanging on the wall. I think his wife did it. And it says, either way, you get your dog back. I like that.
Well, you know, I'm dreaming about a man, too. And I just really like to get hugs. And I'm dreaming about the kind of man who will just love to put his arms around me.
We're talking long arms.
Not very nice.
When I grow too old to dream, I'll have you to remember. When I grow too old to dream, your love will live in my heart, in my heart. So kiss me, my sweet, and so let us part. And when I grow too old to dream, that kiss will live in my heart, in my heart. That kiss will live in my heart. So kiss me, my sweet, and so let us part. And when I grow too old to dream, that kiss will live in my heart. Hit it, Irene. Heart.
Those dancing lessons really paid off.
And when I grow too old to dream, that kiss will live in my heart, in my heart.
Yes, I know. Big crowd in here, and we want to tell you something. Just because you see this gray hair on our heads, don't let it fool you, because we can still teach every one of you young'uns a thing or two.
Songs are always sung about the glories of the young, although we all know things get better as they age. With experience and time, many things become sublime. Although being young today is all the rage. And older women make beautiful lovers. I said older women, we understand. We've been around some, and we have discovered that older women know just how to please a man. Oh, everybody seems to love those younger women from 18 on up to 45, 55. Well, you can love them too, but I'm telling you, learning how to really love takes a little time. Oh, older women make beautiful lovers. I said older women, we understand. We've been around some, and we have discovered that older 'cause it takes a lot of living to get good at giving. Giving love is just where we can teach 'em a thing or two. Oh, older women make beautiful lovers, yes they do. I said older women, they're older than me. We understand. We've been around some, and we have discovered. That's the best part.
I like it.
Older women know just how to please a man. You got that right. Way to go. Hot dog. Right on. Conway Twitty. Kiss my grits. Yes, we do. Baby, what I can do for you.
I kind of like that song too. Yeah. You know, recently we went to New York to visit our grandsons. They live in Greenwich Village. You ever hear of that? It's a very interesting place. I mean, they have a lot of talented people, musicians and artists and all that stuff. It was very interesting. Anyway, you might remember our grandsons. They were in show business in the 70s. They were really hot in the 70s. And you might remember them. I think their name was the Village Idiots or something like that.
No. Who's the idiot? It was the Village People.
Oh, that's nicer. I like that better.
Yeah. They did too.
Anyway, they said that, you know, as long as we're going to be doing a lot of shows and everything, that we should maybe look over their costumes and their music and see if we could use any of their stuff. So I said, sure, we'd love to do that. So here we are, the Village Grannies. Where'd everybody go?
Hey, 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 macho, macho man. We wanna meet a macho man, macho, macho man. Where do you find a macho man? In the Navy. The guys are young, so sweet. In the Navy, they really have a wondrous treat. In the Navy, they all have a great physique. In the Navy, yeah. In the Navy, yeah. In the Navy, they'll show us girls a real fine time.
In the Navy, we're not afraid to spend a dime.
In the Navy, they all have spunk and spin and shine. In the Navy, yeah. In the Navy, da 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 da. In the Navy, well, that's the only way to go. In the Navy, it's out to dinner, dance and show. In the Navy, see their money, how it flows. In the good old Navy, macho, macho man. We wanna meet a macho man, macho, macho man. Where do you find a macho man? In the good old Navy. Of the USA, them today. 1, 2, 3, 4, salute. Very good. Take the flag.
Have fun at flag raising. Oh my goodness. Anyway, my grandson also said, if you're going to do shows, you have to tell jokes. So I have a joke. And it's, what's the difference between the first honeymoon and the second honeymoon? The first honeymoon is Niagara. The second honeymoon is Viagra. I don't get it.
One, 2, 3, 4. Young men, that's what we're looking for. We say young men don't want old anymore. Give us young men. Gonna tell you once more, we're talking tall, dark, handsome, sexy young men. Oh, they really look great. We say young men. What a fabulous day. We need young men. Can't stay out very late or the home won't let us go to. Won't let us go to the YMCA. YMCA. We don't want to join. We don't want to call. We just want to visit and have a ball at the YMCA. Lots of action at the YMCA. As they swim in the pool or work out in the gym, those guys look deliciously trim. Oh, old men aren't much fun anymore. We say old men can be really a bore. They're so helpless and they usually snore. Don't want to end my life that way. So young men, give a lady a break. Let's have a party.
I'll jump out of a cake.
Come on, young men, skinny dip in the lake and we'll show off our bikinis. We'll show them off at the YMCA. Let me hear it from YMCA. Yes, YMCA. Let me hear it from the YMCA. YMCA. Hey!
You know, we live at the Sweet Adeline's home. What's so funny about that? Anyway, it's lonesome there for me because I don't ever have any visitors.
You can see why, can't you?
She really makes me angry. Anyway, sometimes those religious fellas come around, you know, and they visit. I'm talking like a priest or a minister, a rabbi. I mean, I'll talk to anybody. Let's face it, lonesome is lonesome, you know what I mean? And one day, one of those holy fellas came to my room and he said, Mary, do you ever think of the hereafter? And I said, I certainly do. Every morning I wake up, get out of my bed, and I go to my closet, and I think, I wonder what I'm hereafter. But you know, there's a brighter side. I mean, we do have activities and things like that. We have, we watch movies, and we
have ceramics.
Yeah.
We do.
And we play checkers, and we have arts.
Play cards.
Oh yes, we do bingo.
Yeah.
And
we have arts and crafts.
Yeah, and we do. And we do chair exercises.
Yes, all right, yeah.
And some.
And we have bingo too.
I'm gonna bingo you in a minute.
And sometimes some of them jog. I don't like to jog because it makes the ice jump right out of my glass. I don't like that. Anyway, I've got a roommate who likes to jog. She jogs 3 miles every day for the past 3 years. Yeah.
And right now we have absolutely no idea where she is.
She's gone, so we don't know where she is.
But you know, speaking of the home, you know, the van is waiting outside to take us back. I heard him honking the horn.
Well, good for him.
Well, you know what he gets like when we're late? He gets a little irritated, impatient.
Well,
you know
we
what that guy is like.
Yeah, but these are all friends of ours, and when do we get to see this many people
They
in
don't
one
want to
room?
see you anyway. We have to go. It's time to go.
No.
See by that. See there is a clock
I-
there. It says
I want to do one more ditty.
one more ditty.
Yeah.
And then will you leave?
No.
Why did I know you were going to say
know,
that? Just a good guess on my part.
Yes.
Here we come, just a hobbling down the street, singing do-a-diddy-diddy-dum, diddy-do. All our limbs, they are wobbly and weak, singing do-a-diddy-diddy-dum, diddy-do. We just creep with sore feet, we just creep with sore feet, needing a new set of teeth. Won't you help an old lady cross the street, singing do-a-diddy-diddy-dum, diddy-do. We're afraid that our serenity will leak, singing do-a-diddy-diddy-dum, diddy-do. It's no fun, we just hum, it's no fun, we just hum, when your bladder wants to run. My, well this is the end of our show. My, we hate to leave, but we really must go. Nonpareils, it is time for us to shoo, singing do-a-diddy-diddy-dum, diddy-do. We have got a lot of other things to do, singing do-a-diddy-diddy-dum, diddy-do. It was great, but it's late, it was great, but it's late, and the home will lock the gate. Do-a-diddy-diddy-dum, diddy-do. Do-a-diddy-diddy-dum, diddy-do. Do-a-diddy-diddy-dum, diddy-do. Do-a-diddy-diddy-dum, diddy-do. Night, night.
there are a lot of people out here that don't even recognize that song. Of course, if there are any movie buffs out there, especially Marilyn Monroe buffs, you'll know that that song was from the hit movie of the 60s, Some Like It Hot, starring Jack Lemmon, Tony Curtis, and of course Marilyn Monroe as the lead singer. You remember that really funny comedy about the two guys that were trying to get away from the mob? So they dressed up like girls and joined a female band. Well, I'm telling you, through that whole movie, all the characters were running wild.
Well, you know, Lynn, I think that song is a perfect theme song for the Merrimack Valley Chorus. There are times we just get so caught up in the emotion and we just get carried away. We start singing and, well, the music just takes over. It seems sometimes that we're running a little wild ourselves. But most of the time we know exactly what we're doing. Kinda.
Of course, we really have to know what we're doing because you know that the baritones will never let us get totally out of control.
Oh, how true. I don't know. I think there may be just a few baritones out there, too.
I think so.
For those of you who don't know, baritones are of a personality. They're folks who like to have everything just right. So once in a while, we throw them a bone and give them a song they can be in charge of. It makes the rest of our lives much easier.
We do tend to pick on the baritones a lot, but that's because we like them so much. After all, they're the ones who make our chords ring. And that's why we're here tonight, celebrating 25 years of singing and ringing chords together. Alone, we're just one voice, but together in song, we make those chords ring. And when the sound is just right and the chords are ringing, we like to wallow in that sound. And what better way to wallow than in a sorrowful ballad?
For many of us, joining the Merrimack Valley Chorus has been a life-changing experience. For 25 years, this group has offered women an opportunity to express themselves musically and to find a sort of family. We've laughed and cried together. We've even traveled the world together, and some of you have traveled with us. It all started with what we thought was going to be just one night a week. But it soon became much more than that. It started the moment we walked into the rehearsal hall, that magical moment.
Never really thought it could happen to a girl like me. Gosh, sure seems so contradictory, like a bit of abracadabra, magicality, presto, change, oh, see it differently. I made it to heaven, beyond paradise.
In the end, it's really about something more. Something so powerful that it just overtakes you. You find yourself humming songs at the oddest times or working on choreography in your sleep. Eventually, you realize that it's all about the rhythm. It becomes the rhythm of your life. The rhythm just kind of gets you.
Before we say goodnight, we'd like to acknowledge all those who helped make this such a fun and wonderful evening. Let's have a special round of applause for our show chairs, Mary Kriener and Pat Smith. For our choreographer, Volpe, and stage design Janet Howland. The show team and all who helped make this show a success. Classic moments. Our special guests, the Nonpareils. Our assistant director, Bobby Freeman. And of course, our director, Ann Donahue. And finally, the Merrimack Valley Chorus.
Thank you. You may think that's the end of our show, but not quite yet. This is our 25th anniversary, and we are going to celebrate. I know that there are a lot of former MVC members in our audience, and we would like to invite anyone who has ever been a member of Merrimack Valley Chorus to walk up these stairs and join us to sing a special song. There was vision of some special people who first decided to start the Merrimack Valley chapter. Two of our founders are here tonight, and we'd like to really recognize them. For without them, we wouldn't be here tonight. I'd like to recognize Linda Vivo, who was... Where's Linda Vivo? Come right over here. She's the founder of our chapter.
It's such a thrill for me to be here tonight. Our first charter show was called Once Upon a Dream. And that night, Carl D'Angelo and I never dreamed that we'd be standing here 25 years later before such a wonderful, outstanding championship chorus. And we hope that we can be here to join you 25 years from now. Thank you.
Thank you. We'd also like to recognize one of the co-founders and one of our very first director, Carl D'Angelo, very brave man. We have many special Sweet Adelines in the audience, but there's one in particular that I want to recognize. She is with the International Faculty of Sweet Adelines International. She's a certified judge, and she's director of the Spirit of Syracuse Chorus. I'd like to present Nancy Field. Would you please join us up on the stage? Thank you. As a tribute to the Merrimack Valley Chorus and to Sweet Adelines International, we'd like to sing a special song for you tonight. It's called How We Sang Today, we'd like to ask anyone who is a Sweet Adeline in the audience to please stand at their seats and join in song with us. And I would like to ask Nancy Field if she would direct it for us. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good night and drive safely.